Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing very well. Apologies for no videos last week. I got really busy. I was away over the weekend and then it was like Tuesday and I'd not done anything. I thought, you know what, let's just have the week off. So this week, obviously, I'm here, if you see the video, and it's going to be two shirts, two new clubs, two actually rather large clubs, which it's quite nice to finally tick them off the list. I'd be very surprised if you weren't aware of either of those. And to be honest, the shirts actually look pretty decent from what I've seen online. So they're both coming from the same place. Let's just get it open and see what it is inside. So, there it is. So let's just go for this one right here. So we'll set that over there. That'll be on Friday. So, there's a bit of the shirt. Well done if you were to gather that one, to be honest, because it doesn't give anything away, does it? This way, though, it probably is a little bit more obvious with regards to it. You can see the brand, the manufacturer. Though the club crest is being covered up with something to do with some... I don't really know what that is, to be honest. But there is the shirt. So let's get it open. Throw that over there. I can feel something else in here. Right then. Rear of the shirt time. Ooh, so it's a white bodied shirt. Got a little bit of sort of vertical stripes at the bottom, usually the case, so it allows for the printing of the name and the number. And then on the back of the neck we have a little bit of a motto there, not in English. And then that's kind of it with regards to the rear of the shirt. So let's bring it around to the front. We have the tags, and there it is. So we've got that bit more of a design. So we've got those vertical stripes, quite thick vertical stripes. It's white, and the colour is like a navy blue. It's a really dark blue, but that's what I'm going to go with regards to it. So you've got the sponsor and logo, all of them in gold. Quite nice little feature. And of course the club crest. That's like a nice little, I don't know, it's like a rubbery, plasticky transfer, like a silicone. And then the manufacturer's transferred on, sponsor's transferred on. Anything going on inside? Nope, just got the sizing, all medium, very good. And then nothing on the sleeves. So, like I said, should be quite familiar with that club crest, I would have thought. But if not, I'll dress a mannequin and I'll come back to you with some information. Rightio then, so there is the shirt. It's quite nice, it's really well put together, to be honest. And yeah, very cool. Who is the club? Probably would have guessed it, possibly by the crest. FCZ. It is, of course, FC Zurich. And this is a home shirt from the season that's just finished, 2024-2025. Purchased from Classic Football Shirts. This one cost me £26.99 after discount. And if you are wanting to pick one of these up at the time of recording, they only really have the larger sizes available. I think it's like extra large plus. They do have some rather large sizes. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can pick it up, but if not, you may have just missed out. So with regards to the club, they were founded in 1896, so quite an older one, and of course come from the city of Zurich, which is in Switzerland. Little fun fact with regards to the founding of his club, it was founded by a man who also founded another football team, one that you may be familiar, a little known FC Barcelona. So yeah, that certainly was a very busy man indeed. So they play in the top division, sort of the Super League, I think it is, in Switzerland, and the season that's just finished was quite underwhelming. They were in 7th position. A season before that was a little bit better. They finished in 4th place. Now, historically, they are the 5th most successful team in Swiss football, having won the league title 13 times, with the most recent being in 2022, so it's not that long ago. So it's, like I said, it's a team you're probably familiar with, and generally the reason for that is because they do win the odd occasional title. So their main rivals, of course, would be Grasshopper Zurich, city rivals, and then also FC Basel, just because Basel are a strong team. I would encourage you to go on YouTube or whatever, type in FC Zurich, FC Basel 2006 final match, something like that. It was literally the final match between those two teams. They were both challenging for the title. Whatever the result was that day determined who won the league. It's a mad game. Just have a watch of it. It was quite interesting whilst researching it up. With regards to the shirt, It's a Castor shirt, which some people might be quite terrified at the concept of. I think this is the second example in my collection with the Leverkusen sort of special shirt from last season. That was the first example. I thought it was pretty decent, though I'm not wearing these shirts, so I suppose after a bit of wear and tear, if they do fall apart, I'm never going to necessarily find that out. I like the way everything's all been transferred. It's all good. The material seems fine. So, you know what? If you've never had a Castor shirt, just try it out for yourself. With regards to the back of the neck and a little sort of saying, it was something to the effect of never separate. It's about staying together, which is pretty good with regards to a team sport. One thing you may have not noticed, it's a little bit difficult, it's quite subtle, in the material, there's like little Zs. Well, I say little, is quite decent sized Zs. I presume they are Zs with regards to the name. So that's quite a nice little subtle detailing. The colour is very navy. It's getting closer to black. So predominantly, SC Zurich, their home shirts would be mostly white with a little bit of blue floating around. This one, they've gone for half and half, I guess, I suppose. It's funny because Grasshopper Zurich also wear blue and white, though more of a natural blue, you would say. So I think when this club first started, they realised that they didn't want to have the same colour set as their rivals. Makes sense. So I think they went to do red and white. I mean, Grasshoppers left the league, so then they went back to blue and white, but then Grasshoppers came back, so they're both blue and white. It's funny how those things happen. Sometimes these rivals have sort of similar sort of colours, or sort of there's always something that makes them actually more closer than maybe they would first look at. But yeah, it's alright. I think this is the first season that the club was with Castor. They were with Nike for over 20 years, so it's quite a long relationship to finally end. I'm not sure if they've released anything for the current upcoming season yet, but I would have thought they'd probably still be with Castor. But that's it, really. There's not really much else to say. It's a pretty simple one. I quite like the colour scheme. It's well laid out, and it's another Swiss team. It's one that I've been wanting to add for a while. You can get Grasshopper shirts in the UK every sort of few seasons. They seem to appear. FC Zurich has been a little bit more difficult, and the odd occasion I think it's been without sponsors. So to pick it up for $26.99 from a country that is usually quite expensive with regards to their shirts was certainly welcomed. So that is one of the shirts. I wonder what the next one is going to be. There is a little bit of a connection. So bear that in mind when you watch the video on Friday. Just as this video is releasing, Chelsea are going to be not that long playing in the semi-finals of the Club World Championship against Thiago Silva's Fluminense. Chelsea have been exceptionally lucky with regards to the draw. There's no denying that. I think at the beginning of the tournament, I would have been probably pretty happy if you would have got to the semi-finals. I'd say that would have been a good performance. Getting to the finals is overperforming, and then winning it would be like hitting the jackpot. So we shall see. We won't count our chickens yet. Fluminense clearly there for a reason. But, you know, it is what it is. We've got some new players coming in, obviously, and obviously the players leaving. But hopefully by the time this video is nicely released, Chelsea will know their fate. And then it'll be the final. Maybe. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Hope you have a great week ahead. And I'll see you next video on Friday. Goodbye.